adventure, touring, the trend is picking up fast in Malaysia. Be it group or solo riding, there is this peaceful and carefree feeling that is wanted badly by almost every rider. That is why today we try out the Suzuki V Strom 650 XT. Now this is a Suzuki V Strom 650 XT, which is a 2021 model which I've loaned from Suzuki Malaysia. Now this is the third revision since the first launch in 2004, and this model you're looking at is exactly the same model as 2017 with some minor changes, which is the trim, the color trim. Now, one other manufacturer has updated the adventure bike to more powerful, to more agile, to more fun, to more exhilarating. Suzuki stays the same. Nothing has changed much since then. So the question is, can it stay relevant?
Yes, of course, it can stay relevant. That if we are talking about touring and a little bit of off-road. Now, for sure, we can't compare the Suzuki V Strom with other adventure bikes like the Africa Twin or the Yamaha Tenere or KTM Adventure and yada yada yada, and the list goes on. But the V Strom is, honestly, I felt is good enough for an average weekend adventure bikers. Now, in the past, I'm not really a big fan of adventure bike, as I would like to keep my ego in place, especially with tall bike where a man like me is a little bit of a short supply, and I'm worried that I may not be able to stop upright as I can't really touch the floor with both of my feet. However, after riding a few adventure bikes, especially the Suzuki V Strom today, I felt a little bit different.
It comes with 3 levels of traction control: turn off, level 1, level 2, okay, and it comes with an ABS which you can't turn off, which is a little bit of turn off for adventure bike, a slimmer tank which can fill up to 20 liters of petrol, and the windshield which is adjustable to 3 levels. You just have to remove 4 little screw manually, pull it up and screw it back inside. It also comes with a big analog tachometer with a regular LED which display wealthy of information, especially the air temperature, the engine temperature, which is quite standard, but also it comes with a range, how far can you go. Now, it also has a DC outlet over here where you can charge your GPS, your phone while you're riding, you know. And now the version you're looking here is the XT model, and Suzuki worldwide, they have 3 different versions. The first version would be the base model, where the wheels comes with a die-cast wheel, and it doesn't have the front cowling, which is sort of like engine deflector. Now this is the XT version, which is the middle version. So it comes with the spoke wheels and also engine deflector. That is the only thing extra. And the highest version would be the XT Adventure. Now that comes with accessories such as the luggage box, the engine guard, which this doesn't have it. The front suspension travels 6.3 inches, which is a little bit low for adventure bike. You can only adjust the preload. For the rear, you can adjust the rear rebound damping, and also it has a remote to adjust the preload.
In order to try out the adventure part, so I decided to do a mild off-road adventure just to see how well it handles some mild rough terrain. The traction and the ABS works very well, although it will be more fun if we can completely turn it off, yet still can slide the rear a little tiny bit during hard braking, and also the bike is well under control. Now the bike suspension, although travel just about 6.3 inches, but it doesn't really matter for a mild off-road adventure like this, and also the slightly low ground clearance of just 6.7 inches it's still acceptable as long as you don't try at the terrain with a deep hole or whatever pothole which is very deep. It's comfortable. It is really easy to ride bike for newbie, but if you're riding alone, the only setback is that this bike is very heavy, 216 kilogram.
Now for a short guy like me, the seat height of 835 mm is a little bit challenging because both of my feet can't reach the ground, while only one of my foot can reach the ground, slightly tiptoe, but it's perfectly alright. Now the front tire comes with a 19-inch 110 and the rear 17-inch 150, and both of them is fitted with the Bridgestone Battlex Adventure A40, which is perfectly great for tarmac riding, which is touring, and a little bit of mild off-road. The 645cc 90 degrees V-twin liquid-cooled double overhead cam engine produces 69 horsepower at 8,000 RPM. Now, it may not be much, but it is certainly enough for me to cruise around in a very comfortable speed. Now, on top of that, it comes with Suzuki low RPM assist, where it actually revs up a few hundred RPM at very low speed. Now, this is to prevent the bike from stalling. I guess I'm beginning to like adventure bike. Partly is because it is very easy to ride. The wide handlebar made the handling so easy and effortlessly. Now the fact of it being such a high bike allows me to see clearly what's ahead, and most importantly, the seat of this Suzuki is so comfortable with some back support. Now I guess the adventure thingy is getting to me without me realizing it.